Hello and welcome to my channel. Today I have what I would call a mantelpiece show card, and that is this. It's a pillar card, and it's a foldable pillar card because, as you see, it actually folds flat so that you can post this in either an envelope or perhaps in a little box that you make for it. And then it stands nicely. You've got plenty of room on the back for a message, and as I said, that would grace anyone's mantelpiece. If you're ready now to learn how to make this foldable pillar card, then stick with me and I'll show you how. Here are the pieces that I'm going to use for the card base. I've got a piece that is cut at 9 by 6, 9 by 4.5, 9 by 3, and finally 5.5 by 1.5. And I'm going to be scoring these in exactly the same way. So we'll place the first one in, and on the long side, I want to score this at 1/4 inch to begin with. So 1/4 inch, and then you want to score at 3/4, at 1 1/4, and at 1 3/4. So that is every 3/4 inch. After you've had this, made this 1/2 inch or 1/4 inch tab here, then just simply flip it around and score it again at 1/4, at 3/4, at 1 1/4, and at 1 3/4. You're going to do exactly the same with these remaining two pieces. To fold and burnish these score lines, and what you're making is a long cube or tube, probably more the better word for this, or in this case a pillar. And then this is going to be glued to the card base like that. You'll have it come up just like that, and we'll do the same on this side. So we want to go ahead and fold and burnish and then we'll start gluing these down. Right, like that. So let's take our adhesive and apply it all along this very narrow tab here. Just run the glue down there, like so. Then we're going to fold it over and try to keep it squared up like that. And then what you can do is actually fold it down like that to get it to stick. that's going to be for central score line there. Be there, and then this, we'll give that a moment to take hold. And you pop this back up. Like that. It should be in place. Okay, so I'll show you that again on this side. And the glue all the way down this narrow tab. I'm going to fold it over, get it into position, like so. You can kind of see when you look at this on the inside, you can see that it's about the right position, and you can just simply fold it down like that. And I'll give that adhesive just a moment to take hold. And then we can lift this up. And we have our first 2 pillars. Now we want to do the same with all of these, and then we'll go on to the decorating. We just push those pillars into shape. And that one needs a little more time to dry, I think. Right. And now I'm going to go ahead and decorate these before I start putting them together. So we start here with the largest one. And the piece I need for this measures 4.5 by 5 3/4. And that's going to go here in between those 2 pillars, just like that. The middle pillar, we have a piece that is cut at 4.5 by 4 1/4. If you wanted to, if you didn't want these papers, you could maybe even use some acetate that would go in between these pillars. You could add that actually later. Last one needs a piece that is 4.5 by 2 3/4. piece, which is the 5.5 by 1.5. I've got a piece that is cut at 5.25 by 1.25. This is going to get stuck on the very front. Alright, so let's bring those all in. They are going to be attached like so. This will be on the front. I'm also going to decorate these pillars. I'm going to do that a little later. And I think I'm also going to add some to the sides as well, but I can do that later as well. Just the back here for any message. If you want to add another piece of paper over that, that would be fine, because you might not be using white cardstock like I am. But we're going to glue these two together first. Now adhesive on the back of this piece. Probably should have rubbed that out before I did that. Let's do that now. And then that is going to go squarely on top of this other pillar. So try to get it flush here on at the bottom and at the side. And then once you've got that in place, then you can take it and just fold it down like that. Similar to what you did with the pillar to make it in the first place. So let's give that just a moment to take hold. I'm going to do this side. Just lift that up. Then we're going to do the same on this side. Lining these up with each other. So, pop those pillars out again. That one a bit of push. Yeah. And then it should move back and forth and go flat. so that it's completely collapsible, and then we'll just pop back up again. Now for the front we have this piece which is going to go here. So we just need to apply adhesive to these two ends. And then it's going to span from one to the other. So to the edge of this pillar, and I'll just hold that for a moment. Get that in place. And then this one, just press that down like that. These sides of the pillar, I've got 3 strips for each side, and they are 1/2 inch in width, and then for the longest piece it will be 5 3/4. Then we have a 4 1/4, and then 2 3/4. Sentiment and other decorations. I'm going to have this happy birthday that's going to go right across there like that. I'll go with this. Just have it sort of extend beyond that piece like that. With that glue, it's not coming out of the back there. And I've got this little piece which I think I'll also pop. I might have it just from behind like that. I have a couple more pieces here that I've cut that are, I've got a choice between the 1/8 of an inch and the 1/4 of an inch to run down the front of these pillars. So let's see, let's move over a bit. Could run like that, or like that. It's make your mind up time. I think I'm going to go with the 1/4 inch. To add a little bit of sparkle in here, just a hint, using this. This is a Crafter's Companion sparkle pen. It's clear, and it just, I don't know if you'll be able to see it, just now starting to get that little bit of a sparkle there. Glimmer. You can go along this as well, and that will help to pick up on these which have the glitter. So this is quite subtle but really effective, especially when you see it in person. There. There is the foldable pillar card. You could add more in here if you wanted to. You could make this as elaborate as you like, and you can see that it stands very nicely. And as I said, you've got room on the back for your message. Are other ways that you could make these pillar cards. You could make them with larger pillars, such as 1 inch. That's very typical. You could either have it done like I did here, where you just score either end and then fold in the pillars, or you could make the pillars separate from the layers, and you could have the layers all the same size. If you like, you don't have to stagger them like this. Thank you so much for joining me today. I do hope you enjoyed learning how to make this pillar card. I do hope you'll share this video with your friends, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you'll be notified the next time I upload a video. Until the next time then, please stay safe and crafty hugs. Bye.